Hi everyone, this is Heather Lottanen from the Flourish.Academy, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the brand new Profoto A1 light. So obviously, here we are on their website. I just wanted you to be able to see the flash while we're talking about it. These lights aren't yet available, but my good friends at YM Camera in Boardman, Ohio were kind enough to let me borrow their copy of the light so that I could test it. So I don't really own this light per se, nor was I given it for free. So all of the videos that I release are 100% my personal opinion. Now, I should add that I'm a portrait and wedding photographer, and while I use off-camera flash extensively at weddings, I'm a natural light photographer when it comes to my portrait sessions. So I've decided to approach all of my reviews of the A1 as a natural light photographer that is interested in adding off-camera light to my sessions. I live in an area that currently has great lighting for portraits, but for most of the year, photographers here can't rely on natural light. And as a result, it can be really restricting to our businesses. I mean, being at the mercy of the weather is just not any fun. So this is one of the reasons I'm really interested in this light. And for the record, the photographers that have published photos with the A1 are amazing, extremely talented and gifted in the art of photography and off-camera lighting. They are the experts. And in comparison, well, I guess I just consider myself, I don't know, a normal photographer. Maybe I should put that in quotes, normal photographer. The people's instructor, if you will. So let's take a look at my very first session using the A1. So I asked my daughter and a couple of our friends if they would be interested in modeling for me while I tested out this light, and they graciously agreed. I didn't read the manual going into this session because I wanted to determine ease of use. You're going to see the before images, the after, and then the after with the edit. And the reason I don't like to read the manual first is because I really just want to see how intuitive something is to use. And I've got to say, right out of the gate, I was able to place that Air TTL trigger on my hot shoe, turn it on, turn the light on, and it fired immediately, which I just thought was fantastic. There were no hoops to jump through. It just worked. I used it in ETTL with the sun, and I actually overpowered the sun, which I thought was pretty remarkable. Now, as the day continued, we lost light and we were under some pretty heavy cloud cover. It started to get a little bit darker. So I tried it with ETTL, and then I moved, and also using flash compensation on the trigger unit. And then I turned that into manual mode and just experimented with the output to see what I liked, how it was working. I really like this image where I backlit them with their hair, and then the edit, so pretty, gave them separation between the background, which I'm just not able to achieve with natural light. And again, in the area that I live in, I can't be dependent upon the weather. Another thing I really liked was the shape of the light. Now, obviously it's round, which is different from a flash that is rectangular. You wouldn't think that would be a big deal, but I found the light to appear a lot more natural that way. I used it with the dome diffuser. You can see that in the video. And I don't think I used it with just the bare light at all, except towards the end, I did put gels on without the diffuser. But I was really impressed with the quality of the light and how soft it appeared. So obviously the goal for a natural light photographer is to have something that's easy and quick to use, that makes sense, that makes it look like you were not using flash. And that's what I was able to achieve. It does have an LED modeling light. I didn't use that in this session. The recycle times were extremely fast. I didn't time them because I didn't need to, but that's important to me if I use it at a wedding. And according to the literature, Profoto says that the recycle time is about 1.2 seconds. So here I am learning about the gels and how to place them in the holder. This did take me a minute because, again, I didn't read the manual. But once I figured it out, it's actually very simple. I like this series of images because you can see where my husband is standing with the light. And really what I was trying to do was emulate the sun. And in this next photo, I love the way that looks. That's exactly what I was going for. My initial impressions are incredibly positive. I will definitely continue to test this light in natural light portrait type situations as well as at weddings. And I hope that you found this useful. Check back for more.